What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. When we left off in the last episode, we took on our first attempt at a, whatchamacallit, power play move, I guess, by trying to do an expansion mission, which involved going to a crime sweep area and taking out corrupt security enforcers, or whatever you call them. Now, we had a 1-to-1 rating, for merit. So if we killed a ship, we got 1 merit. We need like 100 to move up to rank 2, which is not really crazy. It's just like that would take a lot of time, and I'm not really putting that much effort into it at the moment. What am I looking for? Nope, this is Galnet. I was looking for... oh yeah, so apparently this has been intriguing me. I've been trying to keep up a little bit more with the current politics of the game. Apparently this guy, President Hudson, took over for the Federation because the former President Halsey, or whatever, just up and disappeared. Just gone. Which seems uber fishy to me. According to the... So apparently there's some group that thinks that it's not so case closed either. According to the group's founder, we aren't entirely convinced Halsey's disappearance is the work of an alien species? Was that the working theory? But we also aren't convinced that it was an accident. Remember that Felicia Winters insisted, even from the beginning, that Starship 1 was lost due to mechanical failure. Zachary Hudson seemed awfully convinced of sabotage until he became the president. To me, it seems the Federation is covering up something. I would agree, man. Like, I am not the most politically savvy when it comes to this game. Actually, I'm not the most politically savvy person anyway. I keep going to the Powers tab. I'm looking for Galaxy Map. Sorry. Alright, so I was told in the comments, I don't know how accurate it is, but we're going to test the theorem. I was told that... how did it go? If you attempted to oppose expansion, that you got more merits, I think, was how that went. The only thing that I'm unsure about is I don't know exactly how to oppose a specific person that I can turn in, unless you're just opposing them directly, and because I work for a different power, it works for my power's favor. Maybe that's how it works. I'm not sure. Here's a green system. Bang! Wow. Preparing by Denton. No, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, wait. Data. Data. What was bang? It said preparing. Oh, wait. Is that... That must be the person nominating it? I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring out how all this works together. Like, it's been explained to me, don't get me wrong. I'm just still trying to... I have never actually done it. Once I do it a couple of times, then it'll kind of make sense. Hey, Tartarus. Data... Contested systems. So, I'm not entirely positive how to oppose people. Potential profit. Tell you what, I'm going to do a little bit of quick research here and find out how I can go about opposing people, and then we'll test it out and see if it actually works. So give me just a second. Okay, I found it, I found it, I found it. So I was actually in the wrong tab. You have to go into the Galactic Powers tab. And I found a way, if I can get... there we go. Couldn't get the buttons to do anything. Understanding on stats, it says nearest opponent is Felicia Winters. Now, I don't... because it's understanding, I think that actually means nearest in terms of rank, like standing value. I'm not entirely positive on that. But anyways, that's why I was looking at Winters systems. But when you click on the opposing, or anyone other than your power, basically, it'll say you're pledged to Duval. But when you go under these tabs, it'll tell you how to oppose. So, for example, she's trying to expand into these systems, and it says how to oppose. Resist Shadow President Felicia Winters' efforts by destroying Fed aid vessels in system. Vessels, and then handing in the confirmation of kills to contacts in our control systems. So, okay, here's an example that I was talking about in the last episode. You can see expansion cannot occur until trigger is reached. So, the expansion trigger hasn't been reached for them. The opposition, however, is higher. And opposition has reached its trigger. So it says expansion will fail unless increased above opposition. So that's how that works. That if you keep opposing... and you can get that above the expansion, then it won't work. If you can get the expansion above opposing once they're past the trigger, then it will expand anyway. And if you get expansion over the trigger and opposition isn't, it'll just go for it, and it proceeds unhindered. Alright, so this is the closest one, and the opposition trigger has not been met. Wait, no. Yes, it has. Expansion will occur unless overtaken by opposition. So I kind of want to go for this one, I think. Let's set that as a target. We'll stay with economic routes because that's 120. Oof, that's a bit out there. Now I don't know. We're running a bit of a gambit here. Mostly because I don't really know if I'm allowed to dock at one of the opposing power stations. I mean, I guess I should be able to. Maybe? Wait, where is this one? So arrival port is... oh, that's only 82 light seconds from the arrival point. That's cool. I don't know if everybody knew that or not, but if you highlight a station in the system tab, you'll see right under the name it'll say arrival point. So wherever you arrive in the system, this station is that many light seconds away. So it kind of gives you a good gauge on how big of a trek you have, depending on what's going on. Oh, there's the trigger way down there at the bottom. That little diamond way down at the bottom. I was thinking it was up at the top where it says trigger, but that's not the case. What was I gonna look up though? I was gonna look up and see... oh, that's what it was. I was gonna read... so, oppose Shadow President flimsy posturing by destroying Fed aid vessels and then handing in the confirmation of kills to contacts in our control system. So it doesn't say anything. I was looking for whether we needed to do, like, I don't know, go into a crime sweep or a nav beacon or anything like that, but I don't see anything. I think it just says find those ships and take them down. Now, I'm assuming you get more... I'm hoping you get more merits, because that's actually a lot of risk that we're actually going to be taking here. Because if I understand... woo! I forgot this little booger can move. If I understand the system correctly, they can shoot at us when we're in their system. like another powers system. They have free reign to just gun us down without repercussion, if my memory serves. So yeah, there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to this place. I mean, we're gonna risk it because, you know, nothing venture, nothing gain. Because I mean, 15. I don't know. It's just, if it works, it would be pretty advantageous. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we are here in the system that we were going for, which name I don't even think I want to try and pronounce. Well, it's not that bad. Zeta Trianguli Australis. Sure. So we're going to head to Quest City. Now, you'll notice it does say hostile. That concerns me a bit, because we need fuel. And... actually, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet and go over here to an outpost. The reason I'm going to an outpost is because there's no system security in outposts, generally. Generally speaking. What are you telling me to slow down for? I got plenty of time. So that basically means that if there's no one around to scan me, then I might be able to land and fuel up unhindered. Otherwise, we might have issues. I am expecting to get a bounty here. I just don't really care, because it's not even our faction's system at the moment. And if it gets us the merit points, then, you know, yay. Because I was told also in the comments that you lose about half-ish. I don't know if that's the actual algorithm or if that was just the example being used, but it was like if you gain 100 merits to get to rating 2, then 50 should carry over to next week, so you'll have to earn 50 to get back to rating 2, kind of thing. That's at least how I understand it. I'm not entirely positive on all that science and numbers, if those are all accurate, or if that was just an example or whatever. So we'll find out. I do notice, though, that I don't see any particular thing for, hey, drop in here to take on aid systems or whatever, or aid ships. So I think we're gonna have to find them, though I don't really know how. Can I drop? Thank you. That was interesting. Now, here's another interesting thing. I'm hostile. The station is green. Why is the station green?
Docking request granted.
Are there Imperial... I don't understand why anyone would be friendly with me here. Oh, wait, it's because I'm friendly with the Federation at the moment. Ah, that's what it is. Because I was like, wait, why are they coming up as green? That doesn't make any sense. Side note, I am beyond impressed with how they've upgraded this autopilot thing. Like, for any of you who have ever done... Look at it going straight down, being all crazy. And then it just rolls over. Like, they did a way better job with this landing mechanic. Because any of you who have ever used this to land at an outpost before, back before 1.3, you know. You know how this thing used to freak out like it was having a seizure. I'm not gonna get anything here. I just realized that it's habit. Out of habit, I'm like, let's check the bulletin board. Oh wait, my faction doesn't exist here. Actually, let me check the contact page, though. See if we have a power contact. We do, okay. Resist Shadow President Felicia using the unthinking wealth of the Federation... Wait. Oh, her uses... No. You resist Shadow President Felicia Winters uses the What? I don't think that grammatically makes sense. Either that or I'm just really tired and it's not making sense. To buy out systems with welfare and benefits, creating state dependency. Oppose her by destroying Fed aid vessels and then handing it. Yeah, we did that. Or we know that. Wow. Expansion and progression is almost neck and neck here. This must be a hotspot. I probably shouldn't be here in open play. I was not thinking that through. Dang it. Oh well. We're here. I don't want to change it. Yeah, that was probably not the best of ideas.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Alright, so I'm going to head... I guess I'm going to head to the nav beacon. I can't really think of anywhere else to find them other than nav beacons, weak signal sources, and standard unidentified signal sources. I guess. It didn't say anything about go to this specific area. So... not really sure. I also want to... we do have an interdictor, so I have to make sure I keep in mind that I check my contact page every once in a while, see if there's any ships, because they could just be flying around, I guess, that I just gotta pull them. I don't really know. I've never done... like I said, we're kind of experimenting here. I've never really done this. But, let's try the weak... oh, wait. Nope, signal source. Dang it. Stupid Cobra. Screwed me up. And we're looking for ships that are called Fed Aid Vessels, I think. This is a weak signal source. So I wonder if this will have what we need. But I'm just thinking if that math was accurate... ooh, what is this, though? Because that's a transport ship. Transport ships are more than likely going to have... Fed Aid, there we go. Alright, deploying hard points. Oh, he's coming the wrong way, though. Dang it. I hate it when they're... I hate it when they do that. I gotta get around and get behind him, and... ah. So... crappy. I will say, I don't remember exactly, but could you always do like your flaps and stuff and side thrusters while you were super cruising? Because I don't remember you ever being able to do that. Oh, come on. Oh, we got another one though. Maybe. It got away from me. Scraps. Nope. 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 Dang it. Where? Oh, ooh, that's not good. We got a security drone. There's no... wait a minute. Low energy. Was that where he was? Yeah, it is. Maybe I can still catch up to him. Maybe. Let's find out. I don't know where he dropped at. He was probably going to the hub. Yeah, the light seconds is... yeah. Never mind. The light seconds matched up perfectly, so... let's go back to this. See if we can't... I'm basically just going to keep switching between signal sources and actual ships to interdict. There's a vulture. I don't want to mess with one of those. Biggest thing I need to keep an eye out for is players. Because if there's a player that happens to spot us, it's not unlikely they'll be after the merits too for stop. Well, I don't know. Well, no, we're just hostile. So the best they're gonna get is my like 11,000 bounty or something in that one area. Tobacco? Well, that's not what I wanted. Dang nabbit.
Drive charging.
Well,
4, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Let's hope that we get another... If we don't get another aid here shortly... Oop, there's a transport. Though it would... Oh, I guess there he is. I was like, it would be helpful if you told me where he was. James. Well, that just clears everything up. Are there seriously no other transports? I don't know if... I'm just looking for the bigger transport ships, but I don't actually know that they can't be like Cobras and stuff, because technically Cobras can haul cargo too. Federal security. I doubt a Sidewinder would be. Ooh, a hauler. Nope. 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 Dang it. All these ships and not a one is the one that I need. Oh well. So let's try out an unidentified. I'm thinking we're probably just gonna have to interdict the aid ships. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It just kind of seems like the most surefire way of finding those ships. Which is not saying a whole lot, because we're not finding them. We only found the one. But we'll check out this signal. If they're not here, then we'll probably just float around in Super Cruise and see if we can't find them that way. Must escape. Why? Joe. Man, there's a lot of one-name people in here. Nope. Wow. She wasn't kidding. Linda's bailing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, so I guess we'll just float around and poke around here
4,
until we find a
2,
Fed
1.
aid
Engage.
ship. But, I mean, it's not really... Whoa, what in the world? That was different. It's not really that big of a deal, though, in terms of how many we'd have to take out, because I'm just doing the math in my head, and it would only take like 6 takedowns to do... Oh, jeez. Ooh, a Diamondback. I haven't seen one of those before. Well, no, I've seen them. I guess I never actually saw them up close. Anyways, it wouldn't take that much to... Oh, Federal Agent. No, 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 no. Stay away from him. The less he sees me, the better. Really? The Python's over there? And it didn't scan it? Come on. I'm way too close to these Federal agents. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Where's my page? Alright, so we're gonna head over. I am gonna head towards the nav beacon. Actually, I'm gonna lock onto that. Just because as ships come and go, that seems like it would make the most sense for where they're going to drop in and out at. Federal Security Hauler. What are you? Nope. Sidewinder, nobody cares. But yeah, so I was just doing the math in my head, and I think it'd be like 6 takedowns would essentially be like 90 merit points. So for 6, you're basically like 90% there, I guess, which is pretty cool. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna drop into the nav beacon since I'm not finding any haulers here. Weak signal source. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep cycling, and when we get over here, if there's still nothing, help us celebrate our happy day wedding barge. I'm technically not supposed to be here Your faction doesn't like me. I don't think I'm really the best candidate to celebrate a wedding. Unless you want me to blow up the wedding barge. I could probably pull that one off. Oh, that's the orca. Okay. I still want to see somebody. If nobody's done it by the time I end up having just bukus of money and can just upgrade a bunch of ships. I want to upgrade an orca into a oh geez, that's an anaconda. I want to upgrade an orca into a combat vessel. I just think that would be so much fun. It's like passenger vehicle. Oh wait. Alright, so I'm not seeing anyone in here that's federal aid. They're all like people.
Target shields offline.
Uh-oh.
Target shields online.
We're gonna be screwed if it's that anaconda.
Target shields online.
I should probably see if he's got a...
detected.
We're done here, pilot. Really? I mean, like, I'm not... Don't get me wrong, I'm not...
Shields offline.
I'm not
Target shields offline.
unappreciative. I'm just kind of curious as to the fact that I'm hostile. Well, hold on.
Target shields online.
The hostility comes from the power, not the faction. I think. Like, I'm trying to walk this through my head. If
Target shields offline.
if the faction or if the power determines the hostility, not the faction. Like, the feds are okay with me, they're cool.
Online.
Well, mostly because I haven't started shooting down innocent federal aid ships yet, but, you know, at the moment, they're cool. So, if they're okay with me...
Target shields offline.
And yes, I did notice that that one is wanted, but it's so small, I just don't want to bother with it. If the faction is okay with me, though, then I guess it would just be players that are aligned with that power.
Engage.
Or power-specific NPCs. Maybe. That's a theory. So if you're not a player, they're probably not going to attack you, is my working theory. So I'm just going to float here for a minute and do some scanning until I find another one of those federal aid ships, and we'll be back in a second. So, this is annoying. I got interdicted by a federal agent who said some crap about I haven't paid respects to the boss. So apparently that makes me a bad guy. So he's going to take me down. But the funny part is it's an eagle. So I've literally just boosted away. I didn't even pull out my hard points. It was just like, nope, I'm gone. I did see a federal dropship that was a Fed aid, and I could not get to him fast enough. It really bugged me. Though it's probably for the best, because I don't think a federal dropship would have been a great one for our first attempt at taking a federal aid thing. Federal agent... Ooh, a little convoy going on there. Want to avoid that, like the plague. Alright, so I guess it's back to scanning, and hopefully I'll find one soon. An adder? Rito. Nope. Dang it, man. Alright, so we're gonna kick things over to actually post-game commentary here for a second. Mostly because I kind of had this spring up all of a sudden. I was out looking for other Fed aid ships, and I ran into Sayetru. I think I'm saying that right, I hope. Or Sayetru. I don't know. And he asked if I was looking for Fed aids or whatever, and I was like, yeah. And, you know, was like, do you want to join a wing? We can do it together. And I was like, sure. And then as we were scouting the area for the feds, he brought in one of his buddies, Shifta. And so the three of us were kind of scouting the area and going through the area looking for the Fed aids, and it was definitely different as far as I hadn't really done any co-op in Elite before, so it was kind of cool because he was walking me through how the wing system works and how you set everything up. So this is where we had interdicted our I think it was our first Fed aid. They're usually like Type 6, Type 7, Type 9 transports, also adders. Let's see, we found one Cobra. It was almost like fishing. It was kind of like, holy crap. Oh, and then this was, we ran into Commander Bunbury, which, say it was like, he worked, Bunbury was for the other faction that's actually for this system. We were the ones that were hostile. And so he was like, let's go after him and see if we can kick him out of the system. And it was funny because he didn't realize it was a fer-de-lance when he interdicted him. And then as soon as he pulled him, it was like, oh crap, this guy's bigger than I thought he was, kind of thing. And honestly, it wasn't that difficult once both of us were taking him on. You'll see here in a second that my beam lasers just cut through his shields, which made it really easy because, say it was set up with triple multi-cannons. So once the shields were down, he was doing damage to his hull. But the problem is those fer-de-lances are so fast that as soon as he took off right about here, right as he passed out of my laser range, he never came back into range again. He was just gone. You'll see here I was trying to boost towards him, but it didn't work. It didn't work at all. I can confirm, though, that if you take out opposition, you do get a bounty because you're taking on innocent. Oh, I take that back. He did get back in range at one point. Yeah, but as soon as he took off and was actually like, I'm out, basically, right there. Yeah, he shows back up later. We found him again, and I couldn't even touch him because he just was too far out of my range. But they do actually give you 15 merit points per Fed aid. Now this one was interesting because it's actually a wing. There was 2 of them. And what's cool about that is you get 2 ships, so we actually got 30 merit points for this one interdiction, because we were actually able to take out 2 ships. I think it's an Eagle. I think it was a Type 7 and an Eagle, if my memory serves. Yeah. And so we were basically like, I was taking their shields down and stuff, and then he would come in and hit them. As long as both of you hit them, you both get credit for the merit points, which is cool. So yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working on a wing. I was joking with him about I don't usually do that much PvP because I always get killed because everybody's usually better than I am. But it was fun because I actually had a wing. And so, you know, a wing versus versus one ship was not bad. It was a lot of fun. I will say I racked up. I don't know if I pointed it out later. I said it's probably going to get confusing because... Oh, and I asked about this. They were dropping liberal federal aid. And I was like, do we destroy this or take it or sell it? And he said it didn't actually give you anything. So we left it there. But the wing is actually really cool. You'll see me a couple times. I probably have done it a bunch already. That if they have their beacon set to wing, like if you have your beacon set up for a wing, and then you do lock on with your nav lock onto your wing, it will lock onto their beacon. And then when you get close to them, when they interdict or something like that, or they drop out, if you're close enough, it'll pull you along with it. You don't even have to like do anything. You just have to fly close, which was really cool and really convenient feature for if you're in a group of sticking together. So here's Commander Bunbury again. This was the part where he just took off. As soon as I started hitting his shields, he just bolted, and there's no way that vulture's gonna catch him, basically. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. It would be very cool to do again, actually. To do wing stuff and things like that. I have to get Caden Red Pearl back on. He hasn't. He's still in his Sidewinder. I gotta get him set up so we can do more group stuff. Because that would be a lot of fun to do. And then we had one more. I think this was the last one. No, maybe there was another one. I can't recall. This one was... I think I actually interdicted him. It was actually really funny because there was a couple of them beforehand that got away from me. And I couldn't figure out why. I was like, I can't interdict these ships. And yeah, it was because I had my interdictor off. Yeah. Yeah. So, I did find you don't need to have it off. I had a couple people tell me that, and that is actually correct. That the Super Cruise seems to work a little different as far as it's not like... I don't know, the frameshift drive interdictor is like it doesn't always... like, it's not counted almost into the same thing as the rest of your hardpoints and modules and stuff like that, because you can have it on even if it oversees or exceeds the power limit. But when you deploy your hardpoints in Super Cruise, it's not like all of them come out, so I guess it's still fine, and then you can't interdict somebody once you're in an area where you can use your actual full hardpoints when it would normally turn them off. So I don't really know the specifics. I just know that you can leave it on even if when you deploy your hardpoints you're overpowered. You can leave it on, and then when you actually deploy them, it turns it off, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep turning it off because it screwed me up a couple times on missing them. The only real problem that we ran into was just the bounties and stuff. It made you more apt to get interdicted by system security and stuff, but overall it was a lot of fun. And we got like 120 merit points, I think, by the time we were done. We played for about an hour and a half, something like that. We ran around this system and just scanned for Fed aids. I'm pretty sure this was the last one, I think, and I was locked onto him, so he interdicted him. This is a good example here. That you'll see it in a second. So it tells you there's an alert that your wing member dropped, and then it'll say there's the wake. But if you look at my speed, I didn't slow down. I just flew over it, and it just pulled me in. Really, really cool feature. I did not know about that. He was explaining a lot about how the wings work, because I really never done it before. Back when, the only other times I did co-ops during some of my live streams and stuff, I don't know that wings were really implemented yet, and so it made it kind of difficult. But yeah, this worked great. It was a lot of fun, very smooth to link up with people, especially considering they weren't friends of mine or anything. To just bump into them, you know, you send an invite and then everybody joins up, and I almost clipped him there. Just one of those sense things. I decided to stop firing, and then he flew right over me, and I was like, oh man, I almost clipped you with my beam lasers. He ended up leaving here, I think, ahead of time. I ended up taking out one of the Sidewinders after he had left. But he had got talking with a friend of his or something, so he had muted himself at that point, so we weren't really in good communications as to what we were both doing. But yeah, that one was a good pull because there was actually 3 of them. There were 2 Sidewinders and a Type 7. Really easy to take down, too. I mean, they're not like anacondas or anything. They're really... You have more of a threat of all the other ships in the system and system authorities and things and other players that work for the faction that system you're in, more so than actually the ships you're trying to take down. We only encountered like Eagles and cargo ships and Sidewinders and stuff, and I think the most formidable, I guess, Fed aid ship we had was one Cobra, but we didn't actually end up interdicting him. But yeah, it was like adders, Type 7s, you know, just stuff like that. So overall, it was really good, and we made it work really successful. Oh, and then this part, I decided to get out of Dodge, because all of a sudden there was a bunch of system authority guys that showed up, and they started to scan me, and they were like, hey, there's a crime scene. I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Alright, Alright, so we are back here at Angel Station. It was kind of the closest one I could find that was a controlled system. Still took forever to get back, though. Like, ridiculous. So anyways, that was actually a lot of fun. I'd never actually done wing combat and stuff like that before. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. But we did manage to get quite a bit. Now, granted, I can't go back to that system for a good little bit until I pay that off, because I'm sure that'll look enticing. At least to the NPCs. But we did get 120 power play points. I probably played, I'm assuming anyway that I'm going to end up mashing up some of that footage. So basically I recorded the first part and this part and then went back over all that co-op footage and did post-commentary. So that's why I said I'm assuming I'll go back. I haven't done it yet. I know, it's confusing because you just watched it, but then I haven't watched it yet or recorded. Anyway. So yeah, we got 120 power play points. We probably only played for like an hour. Something like that. Hour and a half. And we got 120, which is awesome because that means we can actually rank up. So redeem all applicable vouchers. So 137. Oh, that's right, because I stopped for fuel at one point and then remembered that I actually had my cargo capacity of the Levine corruption reports. So I happened to turn those in on a system that needed to, just because I was stopping for gas, basically. It's pretty funny stuff. So that should put us into our first tier upgrade, I believe. We're at rating 1. Unlocked at 100. So it might have to carry over from last week or something. Or maybe it just hasn't kicked in yet because we just did it. I don't know. That's interesting. As to when that kicks in. That's kind of interesting. So anyways, I think that'll about do it for this episode. We're going to wrap things up here. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.